to day 2 of our Radiant Living Extravaganza. I'm really excited to talk to you today about nutrition, but before we get started, I wanted to make sure especially that the group of fairy godmothers in Eau Claire knows that I am wearing my cowboy boots. I realized that in watching the first video I almost fell asleep watching myself, so I really want to help make this more entertaining. And then also Ethan said my hair was sticking out in that first video, so honey, I hope you like my hair today. So we are going to just start out by doing some breath centering again. So take a moment, take a seat, stack your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips, and sit in an upright position that is not forced, that is easy and comfortable. And take a few deep breaths, paying attention to the touch of air on your nose as the air comes in. And then imagine for a few breaths that your lungs are actually situated down in your belly. So take some nice, deep belly breaths. Feel your sit bones connecting with the chair that you're sitting in, and feel your feet on the floor. And take a moment to let go of your worries and preoccupations and to-do lists, and just take time to watch this video. So bring your palms together in front of your heart and rub them together. And then cup your hands and place them over your eyes, and let the soothing energy from your hands go in through your eyes and down your spinal column, and then back up your spinal column all the way to the top of your head. And then just rub your face gently as you take your hands away from your face. Okay, I have to talk more quickly than I did in the first video as well, because YouTube only lets me post 15-minute videos, I realized, as we were getting them up last night. So we've got, I have a lot of information and wisdom that I want to pass on to all of you during the course of these 21 days. And so today, I just wanted to mention that there are more people who've joined our group, which is very exciting. We have somebody in Ohio who has joined, and then a couple more people in Wisconsin. So, and we have a couple of men who've joined, which is great. This is a group of mostly women, but we have 2 men watching the videos. I hope you enjoy, and that I can give you some information that'll be very helpful for you. So be patient with these videos. I've gotten some texts and some emails, lots of questions. I love that you're very curious about all of this. So just be patient. Hopefully we'll cover, I'll get to answer some of your questions in the course of doing these videos. And please don't feel like you have to be doing some perfect cleanse for these 21 days. Some of you may be able to incorporate some of these nutritional ideas toward the end, because it takes time for you to gather the groceries and prepare your ghee if you're going to make homemade ghee. So you may just be doing this for a few days, the dietary portion at the end. You may not get to it at all. If all you can do during these 21 days is dedicate 15 minutes of your time to learning about Ayurveda, then that is your cleanse, and that is great. We'll have many more opportunities to do things like this in the future. I don't want to cause any sort of anxiety or feelings of perfectionism to come up during this time. So just enjoy and let this just unfold in a natural progression and take from it what is most meaningful and helpful for you at this time. And the rest of it, just let it slide off your back. Okay, so I did also get some neat emails with some more ideas for things that people are going to be doing during this time. One person admitted that she's going to have her cup of coffee in the morning, and if you've heard me speak and you know about Ayurveda, you know that coffee is really not on the protocol for Ayurveda, but I appreciate this person's honesty. We all know that many of us are having our morning cup of coffee despite having Ayurvedic knowledge. And so, but what she said is that she is going to be working on sipping her herbal tea while she's working during the day. So reducing the amount of coffee that she might have been drinking otherwise, had she not be integrating her herbal tea into her cleanse time. And then also somebody mentioned wanting to keep a food diary to keep track of what they're eating on a day-to-day basis. That's another really great idea. And one of you has given up chewing tobacco after a long stint of doing chewing tobacco, and the habit has already been broken, but this person is using this time to celebrate and reflect on what that means for her to have given up a long time habit that was not helping her bodily health, and I'm sure mental and spiritual health. So those are really great things that are happening. So now I wanted to talk, in subsequent videos I will go into talking about the doshas. I'd say the majority of you who are watching already know what the doshas are, and you have a pretty clear idea of what your dosha, your primary dosha is. I will review that just because repetition is great for learning and retention, but it'll be a Cliff Notes version. So those of you who are new to Ayurveda will want to go on the internet and do some reading on your own. I'll provide you with bibliographies if you need. So the protocol for the diet, going through, if you're doing like a full panchakarma, which is the big Ayurvedic cleanse, the protocol for the dietary portion is called the mono diet. So the mono diet is based on this idea in Ayurveda that when we eat our food, we can sometimes have incomplete digestion of our food. And this is not just on a physical level. We go through experiences too, and we can have experiences that we haven't completely digested and absorbed. And these undigested parts of our food that we're having and experiences can turn into a substance called ama in the body. And this is an actual physical substance that's acknowledged in ancient Ayurvedic texts. But at the level of the mind, it's a very subtle substance. And so when we're going through the full protocol for Ayurvedic nutrition, we go on this mono diet in attempts to rid ourselves of ama from our body. Now, signs of ama include having a coated tongue, and yellow coating indicates pitta dosha, white coating indicates kapha dosha, and gray coating indicates vata dosha. So having coating on our tongue is an indicator. Also having joint stiffness, waking up feeling stiff in the morning, PMS symptoms, and any other observable thing. Ama is described as a thick, white, gooey substance in the body. And so if you have any sort of feelings of that, yeast infections are very common for women. I had a client recently who had like a yeast breakout on her face. These are indicators that we have toxins in our body. And so going through the mono diet will help dislodge some of these toxins. Now, I did have one person say who's nursing said, I didn't think I was supposed to detox while I'm nursing. I really feel that the mono diet is not going to be harmful to your breast milk or your baby. There's a book, I forget the author, that recently came out called Breasts, which talks about all of the toxins that are in our breast milk anyway, that are no fault of our own. It's jet fuel and flame retardant stuff that's on our furniture and our clothing. And so these toxins, unfortunately, are just getting into our breast milk. And the mono diet, I would suspect that the scientists that published that book would only say that this would make your breast milk better. Now, there are some more drastic forms of, none of Ayurvedic cleansing is drastic, but some more comprehensive, some more focused ways of cleansing, including panchakarma in Ayurveda, which I do not recommend for women who are menstruating, anybody who's got active cancer or trying to get pregnant or is pregnant or has any infectious disease, and on and on. There are certain times and certain cleanses that are not appropriate for certain people. So if you have any questions, or if you have any sort of intuitive feeling like this isn't right for me, please listen to that. So the mono diet also helps us, we get into this, when we have ama in our bodies and our minds, that ama likes to self-perpetuate. And so what happens is that the ama starts dictating our behaviors. And when we have a lot of ama, we're going to notice more cravings for foods that we know are not good for us. Deep fat fried foods, excessive sweets, excessive baked goods. We know the types of foods that are not healthy, not good for us. And so in the course of going through a mono diet, the idea is that you will retrain your body to start craving beneficial foods so that your ama is not driving and perpetuating negative behaviors in your food choices. If you would like me to create a customized Radiant Living detox and rejuvenation program for you, please email or call to schedule an appointment. My email address is patricia.wickman@gmail.com, and my phone number is 715-529-3061. Please visit the Radiant Living website at www.rlyaa.com for more information and pricing.